you need to be. So it means that you have to take responsibility for your perception. You have decided to join up and get reward. It was only you that was being talked to. You were the only one that was told about up and get reward, and we are told we can make money from it. And only you take that decision. So why will you let other people that were not there when you were being talked to, why will you allow others that were not there for you to take decision or to convince you from the decision you have made? Yes, we need people, but you accepted to change your life without anybody. So they should not be a factor to change you or to give you what you need to do. So all business requires a healthy dose of proactivity. All businesses, no matter what business you do, you must be proactive. You must be ready, as in you must initiate a charge. If you just open a shop, you will be going there very early. The moment you open that shop and you put something in the shop,
audio. My network.
Very, very early in the morning. How called proactive. Hello? Can you hear me? Please,
Yes, go ahead.
Can you write in the chat box if you can hear me? Can you hear me, please?
We can hear you, ma. We can hear you. Please go on.
Okay, I think some people said it's breaking. So am I audible enough?
It's better now, yes.
Okay. So, and you need to know that all business require you to initiate a charge. And so that you have joined up and get to what now, you need to have that charge. And that charge is, I want to change my life. I want to make business out of business with telecommunications that I am into now. And before you know it, you start making reasonable amount of money from the platform. You cannot run a business or make money on autopilot. That is one thing that most of us are not ready to prepare. Top and Get Reward is not a get rich quick or a scam business that you put your money, go and sleep, you expect a return on investment. No, you need to build it. But guess what? Top and Get Reward is a business that if you plan yourself and you are crazy, as in you are crazy because it is pay as you go, it makes it kind of different from other network marketing that it might take you a very long time for you to make money. Because the business, the product we have is pay as you go. So Top and Get Reward also pay as you go. So it makes it to be much more faster for you to make money if you really want. Now, all parts aren't equal. You meet the right people, yes, but you have to put it at the back of your mind that every person may be your prospect, but it's not every person that is a business builder. You are going to meet people that they will join you. You think we look everybody as our prospect. I always tell you, if you see anybody going with an Android phone, that is your money that is going. But it is not everybody that is a business builder. So what you need to do is, once you have joined us, you select and look for business builder because they are the ones that will actually make your business to skyrocket. Then you need to bring value. Top and Get Reward is about value, giving value. Almost everybody does airtime and data, and they do it the normal way of buying from different vendors. But you are going to show them the value that they can also earn. It is business inside business. That I just want to expose you to an opportunity where you can earn money from the business you do on daily basis. And they will say, which business do I do? Airtime and data. You buy it on daily basis. The only unfortunate thing is you are not making money from it, but there are so many other people that are making money from it. So you bring value to people as you tell them about Top Up and Get Reward. Then you follow up. Don't just get people, you just proceed and you don't make yourself available again. You must follow up on people and then you make yourself available to the world. How do you make yourself available to the world? An example that I will give is this flyer. Somebody's just started me up. One of my amazing team members that we started Top and Get Reward together in 2020. when I sent out the Zoom, well, we are going to start this training tomorrow, whereby we have to create broadcast list for all your registered members. I created broadcast list for about 1,000 of my registered members. It was 2 because broadcast list is the maximum you can still do a broadcast list is 200 and something. So I did 2. So that is about 500 people in my team. So I just sent out the broadcast list about a few minutes for us to start this presentation. And he just sent me his flyer. I never expected he could do the flyer. He sent me his flyer, the recent flyer we asked everybody to do. And he just wrote under the flyer, how do I get this? That is the beauty of doing flyer and advertising yourself, placing yourself in the world. A closed mouth is a closed destiny. We have to leverage on online to get as many people as possible. Just flyer. And I don't know when last year has been to Facebook, just the flyer and that capture. I make money when I do my recharges. Ask me out. We got over 20 people using that flyer in one day. So make people know you in the world. Go online. And that is why by tomorrow, by God's grace, we are starting our online training fully. And for those that have done their flyer, they have been moved to a special platform because you know that our training is on a community where we don't see ourselves, we can't ask questions. The reason why we are moving to their other platform is for us to be able to have enough interactive session with each other. So if you have not done your assignment, you have given you tomorrow to do it. That is your flyer and the video on how you did the recharges on your platform. Now, we also have to know that network marketing is a lifestyle. Mr. Shola, please be looking at the time for me. Oh, if I have 10 minutes left, let me know, 5 minutes. Let me know, please. So, you know, I can talk for Africa. So let me know. Now, we have network marketing is a lifestyle. It should be a lifestyle. As in when you say, hey, Mr. Hakim, I hope you are hearing me. Oh, see, we are going to make more money this year. Oh. I have started doing registration in my sleep. You remember that time when we started? That I will tell you that. I I'm doing registration in my sleep, but I started since about 4 days ago. See, if you don't take this business as your lifestyle, you won't make it. When we started, then we just call ourselves that come. Everything I do, all I see is top and get word, and all I see is doing registration. And guess what? This registration will just be coming in. So when I sleep, I see registration. When I wake up, I see registration. When I do anything, I see registration, and it has started again. So it must be a lifestyle. What you do regularly, as in you feel like you don't need to be pushed to do it. As in, I can do presentation 3 times concurrently. I was having a meeting, educational meeting by 12 o'clock, and I fixed the presentation at 12 o'clock, and I was doing everything pari passu. As in, you'll be ready when they wake you up. What is it? As in, ask about top and get what you must be ready to dish out what you have. So please, for you to get a good result in this your I don't know if time will permit anyway. This number one of proactiveness is still what I'm telling you. You must take it as your lifestyle. You must be able to do it anytime. When you are sleeping, they wake you up, about top and get what you start singing. We are not as good as this when we started, but don't worry. When you talk to the first person, you will make a mistake, you will stammer. When you talk to the second person, if you stammer with the first person 10 times, by the time you talk to the second person, it will reduce to 5. When you talk to the third person, your stammer will reduce to 2. And by the time you keep talking about it, you will see that to become a professional. So I know lick on me. Nobody say my mouth too sweet, but it is because it's something I do consistently. That is why I am very, very consistent when talking about up and get reward. Now, you have to do something every day. Action is the key. You have to do something every day.
Audio. Alaja, your audio is lost.
Mr. Shola, it shouldn't be going live. Have you forgotten?
When it gets to questions, I will stop the off because online. I have to record this, and my cloud is not allowing me to do that.
Okay, sir.
Yes. Thank you for that notification. Mr. Dami, you can as well cut. Okay, I will see if I can record on my system, pass it directly. Don't know what's wrong with my cloud.
Raja, we can't hear your voice. So
I guess that is network. Um, okay, let me try and reach out online and see if we can reconnect back. But while we are waiting for her, Mr. Akim, are you set for me? Hello, sir.
no problem. Let me take it from that place so that when she comes back, she can continue or round it up. So you are welcome. I hope you can hear my voice, sir.
Your voice is clear, very, very clear.
All right. I think I get Airtel mast,
Proactive.
Glo mast, and MTN mast in my area. So we are paying regularly because I'm a TGR ambassador. I must have a strong network.
Sure. Confirm.
Elijah will need to relocate. Well, in order not to waste much of our time, because we do say that it is the knowledge that you have that differentiates or distinguish it from others. The only reason people come to me when they have challenges because they know I must have a way out. And it's not that I brought this thing in, I also join it up and get reward just like anybody. But because I took the business up like my business, I decided to know everything. Apart from being consistent, anytime any development is up, I have to go through it and understand everything. So most of our members, when we register our
I guess you just told us that you have MTN mass and MTN mass in the area now.
So you are not hearing my voice again.
Okay, you're back now.
Okay, it might be from your end. It might be from your end. My signal is okay here. So what I'm trying to let, because this evening somebody was asking me a question, and one thing we need to do as a registered member, the moment you sign up anybody, make sure they understand everything about Top and Get. We might take you some time to do that, but it's going to give you a long-lasting relief because they will not be disturbing you often and often. So what you need to do, the moment they sign up, just let them go through the dashboard from A to Z. They should understand everything there. By the time they go through all the dashboard, explore all the options on the dashboard, definitely they are going to understand 90% of what they need to know about TGR. So let me quickly share my screen so that we can have a little back office training, so that some people, they don't know how to raise ticket. When ticket is raised, they don't know how to check and some other things like that. But let's quickly go through that, and at least for those that are not familiar with it and what to do. And some do make mistake to load their wallet through wallet option. They use interswitch, and this thing always give them problem. So the best of funding should be manual or stare or auto. Don't go to that load wallet option under the wallet menu. So let's quickly go through. Let me share my screen. Yeah, I think Mr. Shola, can you see my screen now?
I can see your screen. Yes.
All right. So the first thing to do for a new member that's just registered, just let them go through this menu option. And first thing, they click on my account. They can explore their profile. Some people don't even know how to change their password. You let them know they can change their password under this. Their referral code is also their username. is what they need to send to their prospect to bring new person in. Then under this change password, they can click on this one and you give them option to input the current password and also the new one they want to be using and repeat it for the second time. Then the next thing is to save changes. The password will now take effect of the new one they are using. Apart from that, if they have done that one, if they have to do anything, edit anything on their dashboard, probably the bank information, probably the bank details, or if there is any error they discover and they want to update, meanwhile, it has to be your account. You can't do it for others unless maybe your child or whatever that you want to do it on their, so you log into their own account and do this. And then make sure the email you are using for your main account is a active email. Make sure the email you are using for your main account is active email, because TGR has taken, they have done, there's something, I don't know whether others take note of it, that if wallet is moved from your account, you are going to get a notification immediately from your email. This is done in order to give you a sensitive information or probably to update you if anybody is tampering with your wallet.
Hello, sir.
Yes,
hello,
can
sir?
you hear me? Yes, sir.
Please, I'm so sorry, sir. Please permit me let Elijah continue. Then probably after
All
you
right,
continue.
all right,
Thank you.
no
God bless
problem.
you. I'm sorry, sir.
No problem.
Elijah, please.
So Elijah can continue.
Yeah, hello. Let me just quickly go through. I don't think I can finish the 7 stuff for tonight. Let me just quickly go through the next one that I think we need. We need to begin with the end in the mind. Why I dropped the charts on the main platform was to us to have the end at the mind. We have this flyer we did sometimes that we can make 84 million naira in 6 months. Now, as you're joining up and get to work, or you have been in the system, have it at the back of your mind that this 2023, you want to make XYZ million from top and get to work. Now, it is all about you. You can decide that, okay, the money I want to make 20 million. I want to make 50 million. I want to make 100 million. We have broken it down for you what you can make. If it is just 5,000 people that you bring in top up and get reward, you can get over 900 million if you are consistent. I don't know if you hear what I'm saying. So you have to have the end in your mind. So when you are talking to people and they say no, when nobody is answering you, when you are not getting the full support from people and encouragement, you are not seeing them. You are only seeing that millions that you want to get in your account. And because it is that millions that you are saying consistently, or you won't care about what anybody is saying, you will just be forging ahead until you get that million in your account. So the second habit for a successful networker is to begin with the end in the mind. Your aim is to make millions. Your aim is to get a new car by November. Your aim is to have access to travel out to shop and get reward come August. So that is the only thing you see in your mind, and you keep working towards it to have what you want to get. Now, number 3 is you put first thing first. Some of us actually rush things together. You want to mobile up things, because I told you I got my 1 million naira in the less than 60 days. You just mix up everything you want to get your own in less than 1 month without you looking into what you need to do. You know, there are some things that are urgent and important tasks. You need to look at it. What are the urgent things I need to do? And sincerely, the first thing you need to do is to know everything about up and get before you can continue. Also, networking is a relationship building process. It is important and not urgent. You have to build relationship. It is when people see you and know you and they have confidence in you that they will do business with you. So you have to build relationship. I've told us several times that most of the registration I've been gotten in the last 1 week are those that I have chatted with since 2021, 2022. They just kept looking at what I'm doing and just signed up. So it's a relationship thing that you, and they are coming in at a very good time where I am arranging my fantastic thing. So it is a good time for me too that they came in. Though if they have come in the other time, it won't be useful for me now. So it is all about you to now think of building relationship and then do the important thing first. Now, number 4 several habits that you need to become a successful networker is to think win-win. Top and Get Reward is a win-win platform. I do say it anywhere. It's a win-win thing because when you join us, it is either you want to do your recharges and you want to be getting your commission personally, or you want to sell recharge card, or you want to build wealth. Anyone you choose is a win-win stuff. That is the bitter truth. One of my team members just started me before we started and sent me an audio that she met somebody that is into POS, and the person already have this small Bluetooth printing machine, and the lady was saying it as in emphatically that all she wanted is to be selling card because she does it, and what she's interested in is the e-pin stuff, that she wants e-pin that she'll be bringing out in bulk. And I told her, I said, see, this kind of person, don't even talk to her. Then she said a referral, maybe later, but that is what she wants. I advised her, this kind of a person, please don't talk to her about 10,000 package. Let her do 5,000. Even if it is possible, if you don't mind, let her do 2,500. This is the reason. If she does a higher package, she will be disturbing you when she see that the commission is small. But she have told you what she wanted to do. Maybe along the line, when she now registered somebody, that she see the beauty, that she was able to get 2,000 plus from one person, that she would have made in maybe selling a recharge card of about 50,000 naira, then our eyes may be cleared to referral. So for that reason, when you see somebody that comes and say, Nakado, I won't sell you, please, you don't need to talk to the person about big package so that he won't give you the problem that will be more than the commission the company will give you. So it is a win-win thing in Top and Get Reward. That is why we say when you're an executive, you do Top and Get Reward. When you are a banker, when you are an MD, you can do Top and Get Reward because you always do your recharges, and we are just telling you to get some value from it. 3 characteristics traits for you to win. For it to be a win-win thing, integrity is the number 1 thing, maturity is the number 2, and abundance is the number 3. Integrity is what kept Top and Get Reward till today. I can beat my chest anywhere. That Top and Get Reward, what made us to sustain till today is integrity. We have seen people from other networks, telecommunication network, and we have been exposed to the fact that most of what they advertise are lies. Most of what they say they get are lies. Most of the traveling they do, it is not from the company. They just package with no integrity. We have been made to realize, and some people are celebrated while they have not even qualified. And some of them that joined us, even they wanted such thing that the company should celebrate them without them qualifying. And we were like, how come? How will we celebrate you? Everybody that you see that is being celebrated in Top Up and Get Reward actually qualified for the incentive. If you don't qualify, if it is really 1 point, you won't be celebrated. You won't be celebrated for your incentive. So we have our integrity. We don't bobo you here. We show you what we make, and integrity is what can make you win fast. So please, no lies, no lies. We have leaders from other telecommunications that came and said the company should celebrate them when they have not even gotten 10% of their points value. And when the company refused, they want to celebrate themselves. It is crazy. So integrity will make you win. And that is what I and Mr. Akim has been benefiting from, honestly, since we started this platform. Then maturity. Some people will insult you. Some people will just talk. You can imagine somebody waking me up, calling me around past 5. And when I picked the call, it was just saying, Madam, what's happened now? I do recharge card. And what did they do when I said, I do recharge card. You don't credit me. Past 5 a.m. in the morning. I beg, she na me be admin. I mean, I be Top Up and Get Reward. The guy talk, power. I just kept mute. After I talked, I said, sir, I am sorry. Contact the admin. That is when he now felt foolish. So you with maturity, maybe we will bring so many things to you. Maybe we will insult you, tell you funny things. Please, you need to show maturity and abundance. Abundance is when you are ready to help many people. And I think the number 1 abundant person among us is Mr. Akim. He can solve any problem, and he's always there. I'm trying my best too, but he's always there for us. So you have to have abundance for you to have a win-win. Then number 5 is you seek first to understand, then than to be understood. You seek first to understand than be understood. You need to understand what you are doing, and it is when you know what you are doing and understand well, that is when people will understand you. If you yourself don't understand,
5 minutes more. 5 minutes more.
Thank you. I'm almost done, Seb. I just have 2 to go. Thank you. I'm almost done. So You see, you have to understand your concepts, and that's when you understand and you tell people, that's when they will be convinced and understand you. But when you meet somebody and you're just saying, on this page, you go to buy card, they will give you money. You go to buy recharge card, they will give you money. They will buy this, they give money. Then if you get one time, they'll just give you travel. They will just give you 750K, make you take travel. They just give you car award. People will just what's happen now? From just to buy recharge card, that will not be scam. So you have to actually understand the business and know what you tell people before they can actually understand you and come on board. Now, number 6 is synergy. As in, you have to synergize yourself. See, this is not a thing you just sleep and wake up and think you just want to build a mansion in one day. No, you have to synergize, as in bring 1 and 2 things plus 6. Look, White Up and Get Reward came. They didn't tell us where to go to now. They didn't ask us to go to here to get people. No, their own is connects people. It is now about you to sleep and synergize. What is my strength? Who do I go to? Is it my church? Is it my mosque? Is it my corporation? Is it my working place? Where do you sit, plan yourself, and synergize? That is where you can go. And the last but not the least step for you, the habit for you to become a successful networker, is for you to sharpen the saw, sharpen your axe, sharpen your axe. Let me just end with a story. There are 2 men that were given a task that they should cut down a very mighty tree. Very, very mighty tree, and they were given cutlass for them to cut down this tree. Now, immediately they were given cutlass. Mr. A and Mr. B are given the same time to start. When they started, Mr. A just took the cutlass and was cutting. He didn't even stop. It was just cutting. When Mr. B collected the cutlass, he too tried to cut, tried cutting, but now later discover that this axe, this cutlass that they were giving is blunt. You know. So he had to first go, take time, go to another village to get where it will be sharpened. So he had to go there, sharpen this cutlass, and come back. Mr. A is still sweating using the blunt cutlass to cut a tree, and is becoming frustrated because this tree is not cutting. One, the disadvantage if you don't sharpen your axes, you are going to waste more time and energy in doing what you're supposed to do at the very as a first time. Time will be involved. You waste lots of time and energy. What he has been doing for hours, for instance, for over 5 hours, that he has been trying to cut, and he's sweating, his energy is getting tired. By the time the Mr. B that went to sharpen his axe came back, it only took Mr. B about 30 minutes to cut down the tree because the axe is already sharpened. So the fact is this: when last did you sharpen your axe? This goes to those that have been in this industry for over 2 years, for over 1 year. Most of you are even outdated. And sincerely, if you are not updated, you will be outdated. So you need to sharpen your axe as regularly as possible so that you will be saying the same thing the same time. Sincerely, for me to present this night, I was like, okay, what am I going to say? I had to go to read. I had to go and read. I read a book. That is why I'm able to tell you all these things I'm telling you. So you have to consistently sharpen your axe, look for other ideas, refurbish yourself, update yourself. If Facebook, WhatsApp, and so many companies are doing updates, we see after a while they will say update. After a while they will say update. If they're updating on regularly basis, then why won't you update yourself? So let me just quickly go throughout the list. The first thing for you to be a successful networker is for you to be proactive. The second is for you to begin with the end at the mind, as in begin with the end in your mind. Number 3 is put first thing first. Number 4 is think win-win. It is a win-win stuff. And number 5 is seek first to understand before you can be understood. Number 6 is synergy. And number 7 is for you to sharpen that axe. A closed mouth is a closed destiny. Practice. If it is just talking to yourself, be talking to yourself, and you will be sharp. By that way, you are sharpening the axe of you be able to communicate very, very well.
Thank you, thank you, Alaja. Thank you.
Coming to help you, you take decisive decision of what you want. Until I come away some other time, please be financially intelligent. Thank you and God bless.
Yeah, you can't exhaust everything tonight. Really appreciate you. But we meet inside our, our team, our, dream builder, people that want to earn massively, we meet at our other page on WhatsApp. So moving straight to Mr. Hakim for back office training, the little what we can touch tonight, and we'll continue from where we stop probably in our next Zoom call. Alaji, I
Thank you
believe you're
very
ready.
much, sir.
Yeah,
You know,
thank
I
you.
know they waste time. That's why I'm already showing my screen.
Yeah, I
And
trust you.
just like Elijah has said, we need to understand everything about this company. That is what will make the business more easier and very enjoying for you. Because if you don't understand it, you'll be frustrated. A little thing like this, little mistake like this, you'll be thinking, why this, why that? Initially, when we started, I was also like that until I took my time to study the system, understand how it works, and from there, I'm getting better on daily basis. So this is your profile. This is where you see everything about your information for registration. All the thing you input, you see the day of registration, you see everything there. And if there is anything you want to edit, the only thing you can do by yourself is the password. Any other thing, you have to contact the admin under support. Then that takes me to that support option. You click on support here and open ticket. That is, you want to complain. You have something to tell the admin. This is the subject, probably failed transaction or change of details, anything you want to put there, just give it a heading. Then the body of the letter, probably you did a transfer, a transaction, and it failed. In your information in this body of the letter that you want to send, make it details so that everything the admin need to know. For example, if it's a failed transaction, date of transaction must be there, the amount, the network, and just everything you need. You know, when you put the amount, date of transaction, the phone number that you did transaction on, put it there. Sometimes people they make mistake of the phone number. I think I've done it for somebody. He missed a number and he was thinking he's supposed to have received. Not until when he now sent the number to me, I forwarded it to the admin and they noticed that there was mistake in the number he thought he sent. Just make sure you put everything here. Then the last one, you can choose high. For me, I always choose high priority. Then under the last one here, this is transaction because it's a fake transaction. If it's another thing, you can probably the registration, probably the upgrade or transfer. You click, but because we are talking of transaction here, you click and you click on submit. After you have submitted, then it shows you have successfully raised a ticket. The next thing, just give them like a couple of, let's say 30 minutes or maximum 1 hour. I want people to understand something. So in any organization or probably anything that has to do with transaction like this, even our banks, there is no time you get to the bank, you not see people at the customer care. There is no way. You will meet people. Sometimes you will get there, you see like, is it the only place everybody that is coming to the bank is sitting? Because you see them just, it happens because this is technology, this is IT. Sometimes there might be a glitch, whatever, but the beautiful thing is that it's going to be corrected. At least I have that full confidence with top and get reward. There is nothing you want to solve that cannot be. So it might take some time because there are some challenges that it has to go deep and say, okay, we are going to, just like somebody this evening, he wants to transfer from one account to another, his own account and his daughter, and he moved 100K from his own account. He thought he's sending to the right username, and in fact, the difference is just letter 2. Figure 2 rather. So he made a mistake by not including the figure 2 and he just sent the money. So he now logged into that account, he couldn't find that 100,000. It was like, where is my money? So he now have to call me, say, okay, let me have the details. Where you supposed to. So he screened admin and they were able to help me to resolve. One thing about TGR, you can't, they were able to trace your time. If you raise a ticket and after 1 hour go and check, you will see, you not come to open ticket again. It is going to be my ticket. When you click on my ticket, now this one shows the one you have raised before. So the last one, some people I do tell them go and raise ticket number. This is the first will help me to be able to trace, because I would trace that ticket So by the time you come back here, click on this, your title. It's always written in light blue. Click on it. It's going to bring the report you sent earlier, like this one. You see, when you become perfect in this one is even I did it on somebody's behalf. You can see, not me. I say, good morning, please, a downline recharge MTN number. You can see the number with 500 naira this morning. She was debited, but airtime yet to be received. Please help to look into it. Username Ogeiro, and admin replied, transaction successfully deleted. So if when you come here now, there is no response from admin, you don't need to raise another ticket. Just come down here and message early response. If you open, you are going to be confusing admin, but what, definitely it trace that your check admin response. Because you don't get it on time in banks, so some will be resolved immediately, some will tell you in 24, 2 weeks. I mean, they say come back in 2 weeks' time, or probably, you see, they will 14 days working, they will just give it. But I don't think we have anyone in TGR that can lasted more than 48 hours. They will attend to it maybe 24, maximum 48, and challenges, which eventually is going to be attended to. So that is about ticket raising. Then if you do manual funding, then another thing for every member, the moment you sign up your team member, tell them to explore this option. After the profile, the next one is information. TGR makes everything easy for everybody. Contacting your upline, maybe once in a while if you need added information. Here, it shows you how to fund. Kindly download our mobile pro, whatever you can. If you want the app, you can download. Then this is automatic funding is explained there. Auto funding in add-up, you see, for Providus 45, for Sterling 45, and also for InterSwitch, to where people go to that load wallet. But I don't advise people to go and use that option. One, is more expensive than others. Two, it takes longer time at times. So you don't need to go for the interest, but there are some people they prefer that. That is why the company makes it easy. I mean, available for everybody that you can choose your option. But I don't encourage people to go for that. I will go to that place for you to see. Then for manual funding, this is how you can fund. If it is 10,000 and above, you have to add 15 naira stamp duty on it. It is not being. And after you have or maybe explain on how to upload your receipt, and after you have gone through, just take your time, make sure you read everything under this information, everything. Then after you have finished with that, then go to policy as well. From my account, okay, you go to policy, you can see towards the last year, click on it, you see everything is there in details. Read and read. If there is anything you don't understand, then you can call here, which I don't understand, help explain to me detail, further. Then this is wallet. Now, this is where some people comes to load for InterSwitch, which I don't encourage. For here, if you want to withdraw, this is when you are withdrawing to your bank account. You can see the email is already written. If you have saved your email and password, though it won't refer you, here on this choose type, you are going to put the, probably savings or current. If it is savings, you click on savings. Then when you are going to put the amount here, for example, I have 64,736 here, which means any amount 600 out of it, that is deduct 600 out of it. So here I have 64,736. So which means I can put the whole 64,000 here. It has been covered. So out of the 600 you are leaving behind, 100 naira is for InterSwitch. You are going to make the 500 naira after bank account. If I click on send now, this money will be withdrawn to my bank because it is the bank that submitted while I was doing registration, but I don't need to withdraw because I use this account to fund my team members or anybody that is outside. Anytime they contact me that they want, I am using this account for funding, then you click on send. Definitely is going to be withdrawn to your local bank. Then the second option is transfer. Here you see, you put, if you have saved your email and password, the email will be here, your password will be showing, so you just clear it off. So if I want to send to somebody now, for example, these are people that I used to fund. Let me say this is username, amount, put 5,000. Any amount you send here is going to go. You don't need to leave anything behind. If it is 2,000, if it is 200, if it is 1,000, put everything and put your password. By consent, the money will go to that username immediately without any charges. These are people that are funded today, you can see. So this account is mainly for funding all the time. So that is for fund. Then the third one here, that is what I said, I don't encourage people to come and do this load wallet. Don't come here for funding. It will request for your credit, but for those that want to try, there is no harm in trying, but you have to be patient. It might not be immediately. You put this amount, then the card option, you are going to put the details of your ATM card before it can be funded. So that is for the wallet something. And for those that want to download the app, you can try it here from the mobile apps, download, click on it, it's going to be downloaded, it take you to Play Store immediately. Then for the commission, you see how your commission is coming in, point value, my earnings, history. If you do any transaction and you couldn't get the details immediately, go to my history, you are going to see the transaction there. And for airtime and data, many of us are used to that. Some people still make mistakes. Somebody wants to recharge Glo, you click on MTN or Woof and put Glo number there. Thank God for TGR now, we're under 24 hours. If it is not a successful transaction, they will reverse your wallet back to you. So as you are clicking on the logo, be sure of the logo. And when you are putting the number, make sure you're sure of the number you are putting. Then enter the amount and click on pay. It's going to be successful. Let me do an example of a transaction here, which is the number that I'm used to. Now let me put 200 and click on pay. It is MTN line. You can see I do cross check because take that little time to check so that you not be in a hurry and make mistake, because that mistake will now take you a longer time to resolve. You might not need more than a minute to confirm and cross check. Now I've put the number, I know I choose MTN and click on pay. Under a few seconds, you are going to see transaction successful because it's, can you see? And this shows that the number has been recharged. Then the next thing to check you can see transaction, your transaction was successful. Clear it and go to the, what do you call it, my account, and check on commission. You will see the number that I recharged just now and the commission is dropped 4 Naira. You can see from this transaction, that's as simple as that. Then for those that are into ePIN, then you click on, if you want to do ePIN, you can see here. For, okay, mobile data, let me try the mobile data as well. This is normal data that if you want to buy the one that is lasting or that lasts longer, this is where you come with MTN, you click on it, the recipient number. Let me choose the number again, though I'm not buying data on it this time around. Then you click on this and you can choose anyone. This thing you are seeing is directly from MTN network. Direct, I mean from the source. So that is why when it is failed, it's failed. When it is successful, it is successful. If it is Glo, you choose anyone. Then after the mobile data is SME, we have 3 networks now that is with SME. Before it was 2, now Airtel is added. Very soon Glo is coming. Then pick on the SME, for example, is MTN, choose 500 megabytes, 130, and choose anyone you want. And the next thing is put the number. After you have put the number, for example, then after that, you just, because I didn't select plan, that is why this one, let me see this. You can now see the total. Then you click on pay. If you click on pay, the next thing is going to be successful and transaction will be done. Then for ePIN, all the 4 networks is there for ePIN. Let's say, for example, let me do a giveaway for fastest finger. Let's choose MTN. It's like many people are using MTN. And the value, let me do 200. Get ready if you're using MTN. 1. So then if I click on pay now, transaction processing, please wait. I hope we have 200 MTN. I've forgotten. Okay, it's here. So fastest finger, you can click or copy. I'm waiting. I have about 30 seconds.
People on Facebook, you can load it too.
Okay, let me call it out. 661123086514100202. Once again, 6611230865141002. Last time.
It has been loaded though.
Who did that?
Not to me, I don't know.
How do you now know? How do you know it has been loaded?
Somebody has acknowledged from the chat box. Thank you very much.
Okay, Madam so that Esther. Is how to generate your e-pin. If it is another network, that is what you are going to do. If it is Glo, click on Glo, put the denomination and probably the amount, then put number and click on generate. You can see everything in top and get what is transparent, is fast, is smooth, unless there is general network. Even this service we are using, at times you'll be frustrated. Airtel will not be going, MTN will not be going. If it is happened to them, definitely it's going to affect you that you are doing the transaction because you are using the network to do transaction. So during that time, because it reminds me when we started then, if I want to do transaction, I'll be looking at my bar, the strength of my bar. If it is 1, I will not click on pay because I know it's going to like hanging in between. So I will wait. If at times I climb up, I climb the staircase, I go to the store, the upper part of the house to go and get strong. The moment I see 3 bars or 4 bars, I'll click on pay immediately so that the transaction will be smooth. And before you know what is happening, it delivers. During the time the bar is low, if I click on pay, it might be along the process, the bar will come down. And because of that, it will, interrupt the transaction. It's not that the TGR that is having, before I got that, it took me some time. I took my time. So the moment I understand it, I will wait for that strength of the bar to increase before I will click on. So if you have mastered it, you know when, if your network is fluctuating, don't click on pay immediately. It might affect the transaction in between. So the more you get familiar with your dashboard, the perfect you become. You understand the system, how it works. Then for the internet subscription, I don't think that one is much more effective now. Then cable TV subscription. Some people also make mistake in the sense that at least I've had 2 complaints like that. They want to click on Glo, but they click on start time and they input the coder of the IUC number of Glo. So after they have done the transaction, they say, it was here the start time I'm seeing. So I have to call the admin or message them, and they'll be the one to look into it and say they have to message the start time and they will reverse the money back before the admin will also refund you. So the moment you understand all this, you will not be in a hurry or thinking that the system has taken my money. No, your money is going nowhere. I can beat my chest for that when it comes to top and get reward. They will trace your money, even if it is more than 1 week, it's going to come out. There's one I did is over 3 months. The money eventually came and the woman was like, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. I'm doing this not because of you, but because I want people to believe and have confidence in top and get rewards. That is why I go extra mile to help people solve their problems so that when they have confidence, anytime, any day, their mind will be at rest. So that is what I'm doing. I'm doing the business as if I'm. So I think one guy has already told me that I'm sure you are the CEO of TGR and get reward. I just laugh. I say, my head is no big to carry that burden. So for the bill payment, you click on it. That is for those that are doing NEPA, whatever. My own prepaid, my own meter is an old one. So they don't allow it to be done online. But for those that have online compliance, the moment you come here, click on this PHCN. That is when the color will come up. Some people will not click. They say, I couldn't see my disco. I couldn't see my location. You have to click on PSN first, then select location. For example, Ibadan now, then meter number. If it is postpaid or prepaid, click on it. We're still going to do a video with the phone that will be more clear so that people will be able to see this. Some people are complaining that the tutorial video we have is in desktop view and they could not see it clearly. So we are working on how to do a phone video that will show all these tutorials as well. Then put the meter number correctly. This one is not a correct one, I'm just using it. Then the receiver number, you can see because it is not a valid one, that's why it's not bringing. Then here, customer email, put your own email if your customer doesn't have email. Then the amount, by that time you'll have seen the details of the customer, then click on pay. It will go successfully unless the disco is not available. Like Ibadan here, sometimes you get there, you see queue. They say you don't have network. If it's happening in the office, definitely it will affect the one you are going to do for that particular disco. Then bill receipt for those that have done transaction. You can see your receipt here and you can print it out via Bluetooth printer. Then after that is my network. Here is where you see your people you have registered directly to yourself. Click on my network here and click on my direct sponsor. Your direct sponsor is those that use your username to register directly. They will be directed to you, or they are direct to you because it is your username that they use to register. These pending members is for you to activate your newly registered members. It doesn't mean that every username you see there is for you. For example, if I click on pending members now, probably somebody sent money to me that helped me to activate, or my new registered member, I've done the registration and they say I should activate for them. So what I need to do is to click on that pending member. It's just one of the initiatives that the company did to make the business more easier. Instead of messaging the admin all the time, admin help us to activate, then you can be an admin in this aspect. The only thing you need to do is that get that money first, I mean the cash, and make sure you have the wallet that is equivalent to that package you are going for. You allow this, you can see this blue line is loading. If it is not loaded or disappeared, you can't do anything successfully. It will be affecting the transaction. The same thing goes with GoTV as well. Anytime you click on those things, watch that blue line. If it is still going, allow the blue line to disappear. Then you can continue with your transaction. Make sure the blue line disappear completely. Then, for example, I want to put a username here. That means you will have copied the username of that account you want to activate. So, for example, you have put the username here and click on search. It will bring the details of that person. Most times, this thing is so pale. Probably the person is paying for Emirate. Don't be disturbed when you see pale here. That is default package. Just scroll to the side like this. You will see the details. For me, you know, I tell you that I try to double check. If anybody asks me to activate an account for them, apart from the username, I will ask for the full name, because sometimes this username might be different, but the name will be somehow close. I think it has happened like that. When you click on that username and search, it will bring two options. I mean, two different details. So if you are not sure of the one you want to activate, you will activate a wrong account. So if they send the username to me, I will ask for the full name of that person for a double check. Then when I have seen the name and cross-check, sometimes I help them to check this email. Some people type wrongly while they are doing the registration. And after activation, they will now want to use the right email to log in. I'll be telling them it's wrong username or password. You might be wondering that I use the normal username, what is happening? If it happens, like for me, when I notice any mistake in this kind of email, I will note it down and I will tell the person that this is the email you use. I think this is wrong. But you can be using it pending the time they will change it for you. So if the person that is activating did not take note of this and the account is activated and they couldn't log in, the first thing you need to do, let the person contact the upline, the direct sponsor. let that direct sponsor log in and go to under my network, check my direct sponsor and check for the username. The email against that name, copy it out and send to that person to use it to log in. Because if there is typographical error there is no way we use the right email that is going to open. So there are ways to trace the problem. It is I couldn't log in, who is your upline? Okay, my upline. Let that upline sign in into his own account, check your username under my network and copy the email that is against that username. If it is the same thing with the one you are using, then probably you can click on forget password and reset your password. So after that, just come to this side and click on activate. If you are sure of the details, if you are going for Emirate, for example, click on this one, then you look for Emirate. Immediately the details will come up that this is the amount you are going to be debited from your wallet. Then put in your password there. After you have put the password and click on proceed, immediately it's going to activate. Then each and everybody will get their expected commission. Then the next one is if you want to see all your team members, you click on my direct downlines. When you click on my direct downlines, you see everything, your direct sponsor and indirect, you see them. Then the tutorial videos is always here. It is under this my downline, which is material, but you will not be able to get or be able to click on it. So what you need to do is to click on this my network again. You can see it has shrink. Then you now click on videos. So you'll be able to see all the tutorials. The shortcut is what we normally send to everybody that you can see, but you can take your time to look at this one after the other, one after the other. Everything is here and they make it so easy for everybody. I think with this tonight, we have done a great tutorial class on back office training. Then if there is anything you still want to do by yourself, you can take your time, explore the dashboard and just see how it works. Then all the time, please always read the pop-up message. Sometimes it might be what you're about to do is what they have notified you and you didn't read it, just close and go ahead with your transfer. Probably they have told you that the network also is not good and you went ahead or go ahead to go and do that. Say, they've deducted my money because you didn't take your time to read the information. Then if you want to log out, so as good as this, click on log out and you are good to go. So I think with that, we're done for tonight. And one thing I just want to advise us, this business, sincerely speaking, is a business that can give you everything you want. It won't happen overnight. You see, there is consistency beats talent. If you're talented and you are not consistent with what, for example, you just do something within 2-5 days and say you are done, you relax for another 1 year or another 1 month. Somebody that is not an expert, but is doing it consistently will be better than you. And as I just said earlier, that integrity is what is bringing old members back now. They are coming back. Some people will be amazed that their account have left for 2 years. My money is still there intact. That is integrity. So believe that what you are doing is going to give you what you really want. And you see, no matter what you are doing now, people are watching. If I'm not dedicated, determined, consistent, and see this business as my own, the kind of position they put me today, I won't be there. Anybody can be elevated at any time. Whatever you are doing, people are watching, no matter how small you think it is. Just keep doing that thing. Even when people are not seeing you, let your conscience be judging you that what I'm doing is the right thing and keep doing it. You are going to be identified one day and it's going to pay off. So once you have the confidence that you know what you are doing, you cannot fail, then you go out with boldness anytime, any day. TGR is here to stay, is already staying and is going to transform a lot of people's life. Sincerely, I do say it and I will keep saying it that if you see half of what I'm seeing in top and get reward, you are going to double the kind of effort I'm putting in. I can close my eyes, sleep and snore on top and get reward because I know everything. Don't let me say everything. I know 95%. I give the remaining 5% for the owner of the company. And why I'm saying that I'm able to say this boldly, because I'm very close because of my sincerity. That is why I'm given that opportunity, because of my dedication, because of my determination with the business. There was a day CEO said, Mr. Akim, you are really trying. I said, I'm doing it for myself. Because if everybody has that confidence in Top and is growing, it will be so easy for me to bring anybody into the company, because they will see what I'm saying so glaring. So God will help us. Thank you very much for listening to the training tonight. Love you all.
Thank you, Mr. Kimberley. Yes, it's not about your age, whether you are, young or old. Knowledge is, you need knowledge. What you don't know, and that thing you don't know is above you. It might be a little children that little children that know it. You must be willing and able to learn. Don't forget.
Before I go, Mr. Shola, sorry for cutting. Mr. Dami, I really appreciate you too. I saw your comment and I appreciate that. Then somebody was asking for personal sales points. The personal sales point is just what the company is using to appreciate regular user of our platform, of our BTU. Just like somebody that goes to ShopRite often and often, and ShopRite decides to give a shopping voucher that you can use it to buy something in the ShopRite, so that you don't need to use your money. So for personal sales point, the company just say, okay, what can we also do for those that are using our platform regularly? The company has already distributed the profit that is you were making from, this business is so transparent. You know how much MTN is giving out, you know how much out of this money is being divided. It's only the little that comes to the company. Out of that little is what the company is also sharing out again from personal sales points. Okay, when you reach 1,000 points, personal sales points, the company is going to give you like a souvenir or anything. It's the personal decision from the company. They use their discretion. Okay, this is what we want to give out. Probably something you'll be seeing and you'll be remembering to up and get reward. Okay, I have a t-shirt, I have a face cap, I have a pen, I have anything. Just, it might be a magazine, maybe later when we're doing our anniversary, just something to keep you reminding or have top and get reward in mind from time to time. It is just a way of appreciating our regular user of the platform. Thank you very much for using the top and get reward VTU regularly. You have reached also point and we want to give you this. So that's what it stands for. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Kim. But don't go yet. You might have people that have questions. So if you have any question, we're going to do that within 1 to 3 minutes. So you can raise up your hand. You will be allowed to talk. If you have any question, raise up your hand now. I will call you and we will unmute you. So I want to start with Mr. Sabo Johanna. Mr. Sabo, please unmute yourself. Mr. Sabo, please unmute yourself.
Well, I don't think Mr. Sabo can continue with his question. Probably another person.
I think it's the only hand that is off. I think we're going to stop from here tonight. Mr. Sabo, if you are still there, you have opportunity right now to ask a question.
Okay, somebody was asking of what is cumulative value. I don't think we have cumulative. We have cumulative point value. Maybe that is what you want to say. Point value is given to every registration. And probably let me quickly rush on that within 5 minutes. point value is what the company used to give incentives, and every registration comes with a particular point value. For 5,000, let me say from 2.5, we have 5 PV. For 5,000, you have 10 PV. For 10,000, you have 20 PV, and it continues like that. If you really want to enjoy the cumulative, you must start with 10,000 package. Because if you start with 2.5 or 5,000, you only enjoy your point value alone. There will be no cumulative. So in order to enjoy cumulative, you must be on 10,000 package. So that 10,000 package of which is Cora, you are going to get 20 point value. When you connect anybody to top and get what through your referral ID, your username, let's say the person is also coming with 10,000. This person will have 20 point value on his own dashboard. That 20 point value will also be added to your own, making 40 point value you are going to have. That is cumulating. So you have 20, the person that you register, you also have the person's point value. So if you now connect 10 people, so each and every one of them that is having 20 PV, for example, 20 times 10, that is going to be 200. So in your own dashboard, you are going to have 220 point value. The point value is cumulating because you're on 10,000 package. In order to enjoy for the second generation, you have to upgrade to 20,000 package. By upgrading to 20,000 package, this your team member, when they connect others, you are going to enjoy their point value, and that is how it accumulates. And that is what they call cumulative point value. So when you get to 25,000 PV, the company give you traveling incentive or monetary value of 750,000 naira for accumulating that point value. That means you are a team builder, and we appreciate you for doing that. When you're able to get 100,000, the company will give you extra 5 million naira. When you get 250,000, you get 6 million. When you get 500,000, you get 10 million naira. Don't be scared about that point value. Just focus on how to make money first by connecting people and upgrade little by little. Before you know what is happening, this PV will accumulating gradually and is going to become bigger. Just focus on being on 10,000 package, refer 10 people, you get 20,900. I mean, the 10 must be on 10,000 as well. By the time you get that, operation recover your capital is what we say. Take your 10,000 out, upgrade with 10,000, so that when your team member is bringing people in, you also enjoy their point value, and you make about 47,500 from that second generation if you are working with fantastic 10 of 10,000 package. And it continues like that gradually to get to the level 5.
Thank you, Mr. Akim. Mr. Sabo, please let's have this sharply.
Yes, yes, sir. Good evening, sir. Can you hear me?
We can hear you loud and clear.
Thank you very much, sir. So I have 2 questions. Number 1 question is, I notice out that anytime when you recharge, the time varies with the one that you have in phone. When you check your commission, the time of transaction used to vary. I don't know whether where you are charging directly, their time is different from your own. That's number 1. Then secondly, sir, I made to understand that any transaction that you want to load to your wallet, they will charge you, the TGR will charge you 45 naira. And even if you have 1,000 naira, you want to transfer into your wallet, they will remove 45 naira. So is there any way of cutting that 45 naira for any transaction in a day? If you can, or if you can put money into your wallet, even if it's 1,000, 45 naira will be cutting out. Is there any way to reduce that cut, or there is no any other way? Thank you, sir.
You are welcome, sir. Let me start from the last one. You see, in this video, that's why I said earlier that we need to understand everything about our business. I made mention of checking the information on our page, on our dashboard. From that information, you see how to do manual funding and how to do auto funding. The one you are referring to is auto funding. These people that are doing the service, that is what they charge. Anytime you want to use their service, because it's like they are intermediary, they are helping the company to get money from their customer and dropping into the company's purse. They will charge that amount. but it can be avoided. It is for those that really want to do that. And also for somebody who wants to be doing like 10,000 in a day, you don't need to be doing 1,000. Do the 10,000 once, you are going to pay the 45 naira once. If I
Yes.
know that I do sell card of 100,000 in a month, where I can fund the 100,000 at a go, they would only charge the same 45 naira. So instead
Yes.
of doing it every now and then, it doesn't work as a business person. We are losing money if you're doing that, and you are making them to enjoy.
Exactly.
But if
Exactly.
you know that, okay, this is what I do, I can have a volume of transactions also, then do it once. That 45 naira is going to pay it once. Then if you want to avoid the charges, there is manual funding there, and everything is explained on that dashboard. That one, you are going to pay money directly to the company's account. If it is not up to 10,000 naira, if it is 9,500, no charges. But the moment it is 10,000 and above, you are going to pay 15 naira stamp duty. This is deducted by the bank according to CBN rules. And if you have an upline that always have wallets, for me, before I do just do it for anybody. But when the charges is getting a lot on my neck, the last month, which was month of January, on SMS alone, I was charged 2,500. I could not even count the stamp I'm paying anytime I'm funding. And also the bank also charged me for electronic recharges or the electronic transfer. Sometimes 200 naira, sometimes 400, and that's how they remove it. So when they charge me 2,500 for SMS alert alone, and these people 1,000, 1,500, 2,000, say, okay, if you are funding for 10,000 and above, you are going to pay 15 as well, at least to cushion these extra charges on my side as well. So I do for my team members or anybody, as long as you're a TGR, just send the receipt to me. And the moment I receive alert, I will fund you through a username. I just do that for people that are doing 1,000, 1,500, so that the stress will not be much on them. I decide to take up the challenges, or let me say the sacrifice. It's part of what I can give back to the of Top and Girl to make sure that they also grow. So if they are funding with ease, 1,000, 1,500, 2,000, it will be easier for them to do transaction. By the time they have their team member as well, they might not need to fund again. So I do that to just make sure they all stand on their feet. Then for the first one you asked, that the number, I mean the time, you see, it depends on we as a whole, as a company, as our internet, or let me say our site, it is not host in Nigeria. So those that are hosting us, that is the time they are using. So that is why you see that variety, or let me say vary in the time, like an hour difference.
Yes, actually.
That is what happened. It is those that host us. That is the time they are using there. That is why it's reflecting.
Okay. But those that they are hosting us, are they in Nigeria or they're where?
No, I said they're in Nigeria. You know, we have to make sure our site is secure. So that.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome, sir.
Mr. Awa Bande, please unmute yourself.
Okay, Mr. Ashola, maybe you said they can I think you have disconnected, right?
No.
You have forgotten.
No. But the question, no, I did not. But the question is not a bad question.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, sir. Please go ahead.
My name is Awal Bande, as you can see. I'm one of the members. I think I've joined TGR for over a year now. Actually, my question is very simple. I have one of my member that registered under me, but when registering, we made a mistake of selecting a wrong bank. So I don't know how can I address that issue.
Yes, I got you that they choose a wrong bank instead of the correct one. Probably
Yes,
maybe supposed to use Access and use Zenith.
Yes, exactly. That's right.
It can be edited. The person will just go to the dashboard and go to support. Write to the support that maybe title change of bank details. Then the information that this is the one I use which is wrong. This is the one I want to use that is right. and submit.
Okay.
Admin will take care of that, probably less than 24 hours.
All right, sir.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Would that be all, sir? Okay, on this note, we have come to the end of this tonight's back office training and question and answer. So I want to sincerely appreciate Alaja Toivat Adeosun and Mr. Akim Oyeleye and everyone that has joined this call tonight, Mr. Dami Optimus, Mr. Samuel, and then Professor Adeusi, everyone. So let's see inside for more tips on how you can actually be a partaker of this massive wealth in telecommunication. Don't forget, we want to celebrate many as possible come November. So if you want to be one of them, join us inside and let's end megally. I want to say more PV to your wallet and more point value. From my end tonight, I want to say good night from here. I'll see you inside. Bye for now. Thank you for coming.